Hi, this is Melanie of Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of the Hindi anthology film Ajeeb Daastaans. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. Well, this has certainly been the year of anthology films. This one is produced by Karan Johar, and it is a collection of 4 short films. So each film has a different director and sometimes a wildly different tone from the other films. The title Ajeeb Daastaan, as far as I can tell, means strange tales or weird stories or something like that. And I would definitely agree for a couple of them that would be an appropriate title. The anthology is uneven. This is a must-see for one of the films. The third one, Gili Pucci with Kankana Sen Sharma, is my favorite one. And then the last film, starring Shahali Shah, was also extremely good. So the two at the end, I highly recommend. And let me just have a caveat. If you are going through I know things are really dark in India right now with how bad the COVID situation is, especially in the north of India. So if you're looking for light entertainment and something to distract you, I don't know that the first and second of this anthology is going to do that for you. And especially, I would steer you away from the second one, which had an image in it. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but oh my God, I will never forget that in my life. And I'm like, oh God, I actually had to stop in the middle of that because I had a feeling that something was going to happen to a child. And I just yeah. Okay. So giving the rundown, the first one is called Majnu, and the director and writer is Shashank Khaitan. This one stars Fatima Sheikh, who made her debut in Dangal, of course, and Jaideep Alawat as her husband Bablu, and then I think it was Arman Rahan who plays Raj. So this one, I didn't think Fatima was, I don't want to exactly spoil what it was, but it's Netflix does a preview of this, so you see it from the beginning. She's a bride whose husband tells her, "I've loved someone else. I'm not going to give I'm forced to marry you. I'm not going to give my grandfather a son, or I'm not going to give any grandchildren." So she finds out on her wedding night that she's going to have a loveless marriage. That one was not the best, and moving on. Kalana, with director Raj Mehta. We have Nashrat Abruka as Minal. She plays a servant in various homes, and there's a small child named her sister named Benny, and this one, I was just like, why? Why? Oh, I'm not saying that the acting was bad. It's just the whole concept of it was, I wasn't in the mood for that, and now I'm never going to be able to get a certain image out of my head. Oh God. Yeah, everybody's talking about that one. But moving on to the third one, which is the best. Neeraj Ghaywan, who of course gave us Masan and worked on Sacred Games and so forth. This one stars Kankana Sharma, and it also has Aditi Rao Hidari, who, if you've followed this, I love her. So really unusual. Kankana plays someone from the oppressed caste. She's the only woman that works in a factory, and she's gay. She's got all of these strikes against her. She wants to move from the factory floor to do office work, and she's studied in college for it, but because of caste issues, the manager just won't give her a chance. And all of a sudden, this beautiful, a little bit of a dim bulb woman shows up to take the job that Kankana, whose character's name is Bharti, really wants. But Aditi Rao Hidari's character is so sweet and she just wants to be friends, and this is the only other woman in the place, and just sits down at the lunch table with her. This is a incredible scene where one of the other of the male factory workers comes up and insults Kankana, and she punches him in the face like, woo! that was a scene. Then, so the title of the short means Sloppy Kisses. There is a tender moment between the two of them, but then when Barty's character realizes something, the plot turns and has a very interesting ending. So this story in particular is going to stay with me a long time. I'm just in awe of Kankana Sen Sharma. She's just one of the most amazing actresses, and you can't miss this one. So worth it. If you have to, fast forward to number 3. Okay, and then the final one, interesting, is Kayoze Irani directing. I believe the writer was Uzma Khan. And the title of the fourth one is Ankahi, which I think means unspoken. So Shefali Shah, who I think I first really noticed her in Dil Dhadakne Do, like that scene of her eating the cake in that film in front of the mirror. Oh, yeah, I'll never forget that. Never forget that. This film, she has a daughter who's going deaf. She has a husband who she's fighting with all the time. And then she happens to meet this deaf photographer played by Manav Kaul. And their scenes together, which are all in sign language, are absolutely amazing. And then just the look on her face in the final scene. Oh, wow. She is, yeah, Shefali is just something else, I tell you. The last two ones really impacted me, especially the third one. That's the way it is with these anthologies of short films. They can be kind of uneven. And again, if you're looking for distraction from all the horrors of COVID right now, I don't know that I would watch the second one. Let me know if you happen to have seen this anthology on Netflix and what you thought about it. I'd really love to know in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at PardesiYT. Follow me on Instagram at Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell when you subscribe here, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.